Chris John for KojiPop.com, and today we're playing an episode of Games Master, I think. Is that Patrick Stewart sitting there, full plugged in, that's up in the chair? No, we're playing Neon Chrome on the PS4. This is also out on well, it's not quite out on PS4 yet. It's coming out on May the 31st, so that's in a little bit while we're doing this live. In a couple of days. This is also coming to Xbox One, and it's available right now on PC. This is being brought to us by 10 Tons, who in the past have brought a lot of sort of iOS ports to console, and maybe been a little bit ill-advised. But they're publishing this one they published and developed this one. And this is a good deal more, I guess, ambitious than their recent output has been. And it's, surprisingly, it's pretty good. This is a roguelite because it's an indie game, innit? So it's got to be a roguelite, hasn't it? Really. But it's a roguelite sort of meets, I guess, Alien Breed twin stick shooting. So we're just in this little hub here. The basic idea is there's a sinister evil mega global corporation, Natch, and we're going to advance through the towers of this, through the floors of this massive tower to take down the boss. And I'm doing that by cybernetically linking to some like clone experiments or something, and then taking it through that way through these procedurally generated stages, and I can upgrade them from here depending on the cash that I've got. I've got not much cash because I spent it all. It's a really dumb story, but you know, I mean, it doesn't exactly have to be particularly intelligent. So I'm going to connect in here, and then like a lot of, well, like a few roguelites, like Rogue Legacy, things like that, you can choose between one of 3 people to play with. They each have their own significant buffs or debuffs, and kind of, I guess there's an inherent difficulty to this, and they've each got a separate weapon and sub-weapon here. So this guy, I can choose 4 perks instead of 3. This one has a drone that's constantly around, and I can hack terminals. And then this dude, integrated electromagnetic shield system. So minus 20% hit points, but I get more energy from my super weapon, and I get regenerating shields. But this one seems like the easiest, so here we go with that. This is only my second run, so that's my excuse for being crap. So they sort of, in a neat little touch, once you're connected, they spawn from like these massive banks of things. I don't know whether I'm going to constantly scroll through all these, and once all of these people are done, then I'm permanently dead. I don't know. Probably not. But then I pop out of here, and there's sort of 6... there's like something like 4, we'll see in a second, there's like 4 or 5 floors within each section, and then there's 6 bosses. So once you're done with a specific boss, then you can start from any of these. But we're right at the start of the game, so I'm gonna hop in here. And there you go. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boss on level 5 each time, and then you can start from there. So yeah, you press anything. So I don't see the any button. Yeah, so top-down shooter, but not in the sort of, hey, left stick to move, right stick to shoot. Geometry Wars vein very, very much reminds me of Alien Breed, the old Amiga game, and then after that, the Alien Breed Redux that came out on PS3 360 a little while ago. Left stick moves, right stick aim, and then you use the right trigger to shoot. I've also got a special weapon on my left stick, on my left trigger rather. There we go. And yeah, so this is a completely different stage to what I had before, so it is random. That felt good. And in general, like the game feels good. It feels pretty satisfying. Oh, my drone got blown up and got caught in the crossfire. Shit. Never mind. There's nothing in there worth getting. What's nice is that... What's a kind of nice feature is that the weapons can blow through thin portions of wall and the environment does get destroyed, which is kind of a nice little touch, and you can sort of attack enemies through that. These guys are going to keep on coming. So there's cybernetic enemies and then there's human enemies, and the human enemies apparently they will just forget about you. You can kind of sneak by them if you don't want to get into confrontations, but that's never been the case so far. I've just been pretty confrontational so far in this game. And there you go. Oh, so I got a booster there, so now I've got piercing bullets. These things sort of, you get little perks, little buffs, debuffs. It reminds me actually of another 10 Tons game. Oh, it's gonna kill me, I can't think of the name, but it was a very old 10 Tons game that was just a double twin stick zombie shooter arena thing that came out last year on PS4 after being on PC for fucking years and years and years, and it feels like this is the development of that concept into actually making a full game instead of a just a tiny little distraction. And it's interesting because this is, I think 10 Tons have made a bunch of little mobile distractions that they then, for better or for worse, decided to port to home consoles. And this actually feels like a full game by these guys, and it shows kind of a lot of promise, which is good. So that guy's attacking me full on. You saw before I got the drop on one of these enemies, and you do get a little damage boost for sort of, I guess, the equivalent of like a backstab in this game. So like that for extra credits, and then I can choose a weapon, and you get like that nice little thing where I can press X to pick it up, and you get a reminder of the stats here. So I want to keep what I've got here. And then you can also activate these things, and these give you a perk for the run that you're in. So let's see, 20% increase to health, that sounds helpful. Every explosive deploys 20% chance to spawn 5. And then zaps 3 nearby hostiles with bolts of electricity. Let's go with this. So I'm always like, in any kind of these games, I just die really quickly, so I always go for health upgrades. Let's keep running. I mean, that's not to say that this game is particularly original, because it's not. Like roguelites are sort of 10 a penny, and sneak around the back of this dude. I didn't quite get the drop at him. See, I like the fact that this sort of partition, the glass partition, broke there. Nothing. I mean, it's that. I think that's the thing about this game. There is absolutely zero that's really. Fuck, I should have reloaded. That's really original. Hey, it's a twin stick shooter and it's a roguelite. It's not hugely novel, but it's all put together really well. It's pretty fun, and everything just kind of works. And yeah, it's cool, and it's nice to see something from like a developer of tiny mobile games make something more ambitious and have that turn out to be pretty good. It's a good thing I didn't get that shotgun with the low accuracy. So I'm really Keymaster. I am the gatekeeper. I'll tell you what we'll do. I was having to burn him up. Crap. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll use... There you go. I'll use my... I will use my super weapon against you, and it just like scatters shots all around, and all of them miss him. Like every single one of that scatter shot missed this dude. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Let's go through here. Okay, so now I can open this door. There you go. Alright, lovely. This isn't a good run at all, considering this is the first floor. Obviously, I mean, like, you come across health stuff, but that's pretty rare, and obviously when you die, you get sent back to the start. Rendering that it's rendering that floor rather irrelevant. But there we go, we got through the first floor there. Everyone completed in 6 minutes, which is probably not a particularly great time, but who cares? Pool tables, marked down for this game. There are pool tables, you cannot interact with them. Pool tables all over the place in this game, actually. There's tons, which really 10 tons, even. Yeah, it really makes you think, come on, guys. Could have done better than that. Hopefully, I'm hoping the traps on the level would take care of that kind of thing. But hopefully I'm doing well. Good work, drone thing, but I am nearly dead. Health. Be on the lookout for health. Come on, drone. Wasn't useless that time, weren't you? Yeah. Okay, so I've got a yellow key. I'm just sort of patrolling around, seeing if there's just, like, health pickups anywhere. So I can add that turret, that takes that down, so that's good. But I want to get through all those enemies to get to that red key up there, because I bet that will be where I actually want to go. Nevertheless, hopefully the yellow key will take me somewhere near some bloody health. Oh crap. And my gun's been taken out. This isn't going to end well, people. I got some money at least. And that's the thing, that's the nice thing about roguelikes, isn't it? Is that, okay, you know, you feel, okay, this was a bad run, but at least I got some cash, and hopefully enough cash to unlock a new upgrade or two. Alright. Then he's going to forget about it. According to the tooltips. And what do you know, it worked. And now I can get in here and hopefully get health from here. Who knows? Your normal projectiles inflict double base damage when your health is under 20. That might be helpful, because my health is under 20%. 2,000 credits. Yeah, let's do double damage now, since my health is low anyway. Oh, what do you know, it worked. You saw it, like there was the flash of the sneak attack there. It's always good to bounce out those things. Crap! Okay, so the exit's over there. And we should have, well, we moved a little bit down. Didn't seem that there was anything other than cash further down, so let's not bother with that, and let's instead forge ahead. Make use of these exploding barrels with extreme prejudice. Those are like these spider things don't really seem to do much, so that's good at least. That didn't really do much at the end of the day, did it? So I blew through that wall. That did me, but like I blew through that wall there, so that's a thing that you can do in this game. There's nothing really in that room, is there? Okay. We really need some health. So it's nice that there's actually, you know, there's a little bit of 3D-ness to the rooms. You know, there's a little bit of verticality, like I can shoot over that desk, which, it does, I mean, like, that's nothing hugely special, but it would be a thing that perhaps some other games would have negated and just put everything on level. So, machine gun. Yeah, why not? Let's take the SMG for now. Let's head on to this floor, so at least we got to level 3. One more firepower. And my drone will take out those things for the time being. Okay, now. Health. Health. Anyone? 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 No? Health. You know what, maybe that perk will have some help for me. Okay. Oh, maybe a little bit of damage. What do we got here? A whole body of 10% speed increase, 10% health increase. That would be good. Improved melee damage. I never used the melee, really. And clip size of weapons by 50, so let's go with this. Now, that will increase my max health, but it doesn't increase my health, so great. Lovely. Thank you very much. What's in this box? Not long for this world. At least he took 2. Give it. On its way out. And still gamingly struggling on. Just as I am gamingly struggling on. I think I can take maybe 2 more hits. This game's being really stingy with health. I think like last time I played, there were quite a few health upgrades right out the gate. So, like any roguelike, you're kind of relying on a little bit of luck in terms of what upgrades you get in the game. Trying to get the environment to do as much of the damage as possible here. It's gonna be it. Those boxes tend to only have just credits, so yeah, I'm not gonna bother with those, although that's behind a locked door, so there must be something in there, I think. That turret's gonna cause me no end of grief. Where are the people in there? That was quite satisfying. I like that a lot, shooting through the walls to get that guy. I didn't kill him, it was just like, ow. Yeah, I mean, like, the shooting in general feels good, and that in itself. See, shooting through the wall and I got him, that's pretty cool. For, like, a, you know, dinky, arcadey little twin-stick shooter. It's good. And there's the exit. If I can just run through the section without... Yeah, but I'm gonna trigger those enemies anyway, right? doom, evidently. Ah, crap. Crap. Okay, at least that thing worked for me once. This guy's sub-weapon is bollocks. Oh, okay, so there's a perk in there. There's a nice bit of risk and reward into going into these rooms and going in to get these perks and upgrades and things. Lovely, nice. Cool. I'm gonna switch to that upgraded assault rifle now. Very nice. So I got some nice things, but didn't get the thing that I want. Credits there. Doors, I make iron doors. Shit! Ah, the exit was right there. Ah, well, never mind. So, yes, I like the fact that the game keeps track of this was the most amount of money you made, like, ever, and this was the longest you've ever been alive, this was the most kills. That stuff is pretty cool, and then when you pop out, you're able to spend that cash. There's these hacks, system hacks. So these are just, I guess, like, kind of the... You know, they're like Halo skulls, like game modifiers. And that's pretty much it. You buy more stuff. So we'll get more health. There we go. And I never min-max anything. I just like buy one of all of these in this kind of game. Which is probably the wrong way of dealing with things. And then you can come in here and you can see, you know, the trophies and what weapons you unlocked and sort of things like that. And yeah, it's a little bit of a surprise. I wasn't really expecting too much from Neon Chrome, but it's a really sort of well fleshed out. It's absolutely nothing that's gonna surprise you particularly, I don't think. It's not particularly innovative in any sense. There's a ton of twin stick shooters and there's a ton of roguelites, but this is all around like well put together, and it's a lot of fun. I like the environmental destruction stuff it's doing and things like that, and it's pretty solid. So yeah, it might be worth your time. Neon Chrome, it's coming to PS4 on May the 31st. Also on Xbox One and PC. Chris Charlton for kaijupod.com. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.